EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Seahawks.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now a 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Jerry and Jones.
Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Cowboy 80. Top low 18.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
That's good.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Now they'll audible to something else. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 40 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hey, Rob.
They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin. And shutting him off now open field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Still going inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Silver.
Turton is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Jaguars.
24. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Now Lawrence. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Gun. 30 left. Safe right. 11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, Ron. Silver.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane, On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Check out.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points, and they prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Oh, some strong running. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Seattle. Xavier Worthy, 74 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Made at the 36-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
They work now on second and 9.
Wide open. On red. Son, go. Hey, I'm gun. Red.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Red, 23. 11. Hey, Soko. Hi. Here we go.
Lawrence. They'll get this out to Tootin. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
47-yard line.
Finds Tootin out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. Third and 7 now.
Brings up third and 7.
Sink right. Hey, tail tip. 11 at. Go. Let's go.
Now Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
11. Think right open.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That is caught by Hunter. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bayshore Tootin from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but now before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
19, Tiger, 9, go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. 19, 8, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Go.
They go play action with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
The offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First down, Seattle.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. To the right side, this is Walker. Nice little juke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 72 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. Set. Gravity Lions.
They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Lawrence will throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A 58-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 45 yards.
Red on red.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. He's got room to roam. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bashaw Tootin. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And they're on 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Straight ahead, Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get with the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Second down and 6 now. Now Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. An unlucky number here. A loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
11, Agate. 13, Luke.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Take right open. 11. Go. Here we go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready, break. Rip.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bayshaw Tootin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jags have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Here we go, set. Back to 60, back to 60.
Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
60 by 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
19,
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
He'll drop to throw.
They'll get this complete to Worthy.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
And Xavier Worthy,
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
and the Seahawks strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Sly set to kick off.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Go. Lisa 24. Go. Let's go. Hey, Soko. Hot. Sink right.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the Jaguars, 1st down.
Hey, Lion.
1st and 10.
Lawrence.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Back at the 49-yard line.
11, Agate. On red.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
11. Hey, I'm gun. Sink right open. Here we go.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
Go, go. Hey, kill.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hold it ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 23-yard line.
Back row 80. 7 Pirates.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Again, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Sink right. Hey, kill.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. There we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
And brings up 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Hey, easy. Ralph. 11. Done. Go, let's go.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's first down.
First and 10
let's go.
at the 17-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Hey.
From the gun.
Oh, no, lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
11. 30 left. Eleven. Go. Silver.
Back to throw. Lawrence drops it underneath for Tootin.
And they'll get him down short of first down, right on the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's first and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Higgins.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught by Pitts.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining.
Another try, second and 10 now.
Back to throw.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from long, very long range. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2.